So is it fair to say that the Darwinian mechanism, natural selection acts upon random mutation, depends on life and information to already exist, so it's something to mutate and select?
Yes, it definitely presupposes life. It presupposes living things that, to some extent, pass their attributes on to their offspring.
Hmm.
And it also presupposes that there's some possibility of variation in those properties being passed to their offspring.
Hmm.
Humans had not discovered DNA or the role of genetics at the time of Darwin's writing, so he didn't know about genes as we know of them today. He didn't know what the substance of heredity was, but he assumed there was this substance of heredity and that
Hmm.
it could mutate or vary, and that it could vary in ways that were productive. And
Hmm.
really, of all the things that he put forward, natural selection is real, mutation is real, variation is
Hmm.
real. The one thing that is the failing of the theory is the sorts of variation you get by natural mechanism do not allow one species to make this sort of magical migration and become something radically different.
Hmm.
That was storytelling, and all the science since Darwin's day has only confirmed that that was storytelling. Although the other thing that happened is his story became the leading story culturally among life scientists. So it has been the case for a long time now that you can't really get your credentials in the life sciences without signing up to, or at
Hmm.
least giving lip service to Darwin's theory.
So it's more of a worldview thing than an actual
Yeah.
science already discovered type of thing. Is that fair to
There's
say?
lots of science around the periphery. So, population genetics is a math of
Hmm.
how variations, how varying genotypes are distributed within populations and how that distribution changes with changes in environment. And
Hmm.
that's all legitimate. And there's a lot of legitimate science that's done around the theory and
Hmm.
very aspects of the theory that are studied in detail and with legitimate science. But the
Hmm.
overall overarching story that everything you see in the biosphere can have been fashioned by something as simple as natural selection, that never gets critically examined because when you critically examine it, you see that it doesn't work. And that's
Gotcha.
not what people want to acknowledge.